Stream team owner uses their team as a dating service. So some information has already been deleted from this story, and this is going to be a bit of a story and a bit of a rant. Because honestly, the bigger part of this is the bigger picture of problem in these streaming communities / VTubing communities. Starting off, I'm talking about a thread that came out about a streaming team called Pajamacrew. We have the stream team right here, and it seems to have around 250 members, though it only had around, I think, 3,000 followers on Twitter at the time I checked this, but since then, they have deleted their Twitter, or put it on private or deactivated it. But the story is about this document that's come out about the owner of it, same with some personal posts from Chrysalie and some other people about their experience on this team. Pretty much that the owner was using it to flirt and hit on or confess his love to streamers, instead of running the team, using it more like a dating service for himself, and he mainly harassed female streamers. And from going over this team, they provided paid and unpaid services, so some of these lovely ladies paid to, instead of getting someone to help manage or being a part of a helpful community team, to just be hit on. And this brings me into one of my main gripes here, that professionalism is dead or never existed inside the streaming community. A bunch of subpar companies or companies just made for strange purposes. And I wish I could say I was surprised that these stories are coming out about these small teams run by some random guy. They just use it to get close to these streamers or to have some sort of power over these streamers. Because sadly, I guess, when you have power structures, people are going to try and take advantage of them. That is honestly one of the downsides of having such a low entry point to run these companies. Anyone can create the illusion that they're capable. I'm sorry if I'm taking huge breaths between this. I am still a bit sick, so every time I talk too much, I feel very hot. This also connects into another point before I go full rant mode. Aurora Live VR came back. I only heard about this. I did not talk about this at all at the time because I wasn't super active about this kind of stuff. Pretty much they're a team that dropped 40 talents in their English team and seem to be incredibly unprofessional, if anything, by this ex-manager here, and they've just decided to semi-rebrand and try and come back into the English market. So, entering Rant Phase. My main problem here is predatory companies just starting these businesses to prey upon new streamers or small streamers or even big ones to hope they get their slice of the pie or be put into a power situation for them to take advantage of. And it's absolutely depressing. And honestly, it happens a lot, one, on the internet because anonymity is loud and proud, but also in the creative industries because like it a lot, streaming is lumped into this creative industry. And they think this is just an area for them to take advantage of. And it's honestly so annoying that there is no respect, no standards on the internet, because all these companies and creators come from multiple different countries and there's no set standards. There is no duty of care from any of them. You just have to read the documents and pray you're not going to get screwed or that you got as much information as possible. And this is one thing, even before I started like rants or whatever, that I do respect to some levels drama VTubers or news broadcasts, not ones that milk just anything, because that's for sure, because there needs to be some sort of accountability or at least knowledge on the internet. Imagine if we didn't get this knowledge. These poor people are just going in blind about this company and they just get to repredate over and over and over again. And yes, this may happen in real idol companies in Japan and all that stuff. I don't think we should take the negatives from these companies or these communities and bring it over into the Western or even the online sphere, because realistically, we aren't just Western, we are the online sphere, we are the online market. If we can leave these practices behind, I think we really should. I do think now that VTubing and streaming isn't so niche, we should be expecting more from these companies. We should be expecting a duty of care, a standard. Be it a merch company, be it our streamers ourselves, be it the talent agencies, we should be expecting more. It is not a niche market. We do not have to accept whatever we're given. This was a growing step with anime too, as it became less of a niche fan thing with the grow of the internet, where we accepted anything we could get. And then as the communities grew, as the companies boomed, we expected more. And I think that is the stage streaming and VTubing and the creative industry is personally feeling. That the standards are rising, be it for care for your creators, your talents, or be it for distributing of goods. We do not have to accept abuse or mismanagement. We should not have to pay talent agencies to not do anything. And I am really interested to know to what this particular agency actually did for their paid talents, or even offered their community teams to put up with this, as they weren't a big community from what I saw. They are bringing the bad practices of, no better word, Hollywood, idol culture in, and they're saying, oh, well, they got away with it before. Instead of doing better, let me try and get away with it again. Don't want to put up with it. I will not put up with seeing people taken advantage of, or letting these companies get away with, well, if you don't like it, don't get hired. It's like, how about you don't keep trying to trick people to be hired by you? There's black companies even in Japan. And I think, honestly, we need to start labeling some of these online companies as black companies. Terrible to work for, do not support. And it may seem like boycotting, it may seem like cancellation, but there is such a thing of some companies just don't do their job right. It's just my personal take. This is Deli with a rant, a bit of information, and a little bit sick. I will see you guys next time. Tell me what you think about streaming, community groups, and the corporate atmosphere of all this. I'm curious what your impression of them are, as mine are mixed, but mostly negative at the moment. There's a few good eggs at the top actually doing a good job. I'll see you guys next time.